Hello there, subscribe back! Very good intro. Right, so, in case you didn't know, you probably came from another video of a short explaining this update. But you could have just clicked on this without that. But first we're going to show you every single update, feature that happened in this update. Alright, first thing first, we're going to focus on the VIM updates, because there's a lot. Alright, number one is that the little statue thing is already carved out. In case if you didn't know, it used to be like a giant block that I have to mine to carve this out, but it's presetted so that it's already carved out. So there's no fun in it anymore. Another thing is that the photo booth now has a sign to indicate that it's a photo booth. In case if you're an idiot and you couldn't tell, there's a photo booth. If you somehow didn't realize that there's a camera right here taking your photos. And then those photos will go on the wall. Another feature is this new alarm clock, which is an alarm clock. This alarm clock is basically like something, if you press this button up here, that means that you will actually wake up on here instead of the hay bed. There's also like this thing that says waking up now, but it's only if you have an alarm clock on. Alright, next thing is that the Majora creator, I don't know what that says, but now Majora now has this little room in. He has his room in Gorilla Tag now, and you can actually, he has Majora themed cosmetics. He now has this top hat, this mask, which now has a gradient, a little long, but I don't think I'll do anything. And another top hat. That's cool. We got chili gear, which when you go into mountains, the old entrance is blocked off, but with this thing, and I didn't even realize there was a camera right here. That's all for city, but speaking of cameras back in there, I'm gonna actually switch to another camera built into Oculus. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because there's features with the camera that I wouldn't be able to show with the camera itself. Alright, so first thing first, you might realize that there's now a light mode. And it's basically just like this little thing where I can like switch what lens I'm seeing through. It's also a square. That's I don't think anything's for stream, yeah. Nothing's in stream. There's a new mode, Echo. And basically what it does is it saves the amount of seconds that you have. In fact, I'm going to save it right here to demonstrate it. So I'm going to put that on screen right now. There's a new mode, Echo. And basically what it does is it saves the amount of seconds. I think that's the end of it. I don't know, I might have gone too long or too short, I don't know.